Tamara Jabi, Editor-in-Chief of SheerLuxe Middle East, and welcome to today's In Conversation With podcast with SheerLuxe Middle East. Today, I am joined by Dima El-Asadi, fashion and beauty content creator with over 1 million followers on Instagram, Joelle Daboul, head of PR and activations at Ounass. If you guys know Ounass, you know it's the best luxury e-commerce platform in the region, and my lovely colleague, Amrita Singh, fashion and content editor. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
We're so excited to have you guys. I mean, we've been talking about doing a podcast together for so long, and it's finally come to fruition. We're here now.
No, I think we have a lot of input that we can give you together collectively.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we have a lot of topics we want to cover and discover what goes behind each of your lives. Let's start with you, Dima. Tell us a bit about yourself and how you got to where you are today. I mean, over 1 million followers on Instagram. That is not an easy achievement. So that's quite impressive.
To be honest, it's just a number. I really don't care about how much followers I have, but I do care about how much I worked hard to be where I am today in my fashion career. It was all by coincidence. I didn't plan to be on social media. I'm a dentist by degree. I don't know if
not many people know that.
I never guessed that.
So I'm a dentist by I was such a nerd in school. Like I loved chemistry and biology, nothing to do with fashion. But then when I graduated, I realized that I want to do something else, not dentistry. But I took my degree and then I decided to start Instagram for fun. And then here I am today.
That's amazing.
But I love what I do and I'm so passionate about it. I genuinely enjoy every moment of the journey. And so thankful.
If it's honestly amazing. And where did you grow up?
Well, I left my home. I'm originally Iraqi. I left Iraq in 2002 and I've never went back, sadly. So I've been living here since 2002 in Dubai. So I consider it home. And I always say to like my friends, followers, when they ask me, oh, how did it happen? I'm like, I was at the right place at the right time. Like it's... of course, hard work and luck, and I had a good support system, my husband, my friends, and like family. But I was at the right time. Like I feel it's so harder to start a social media career now because there's so much competition. When I first started, we were very few. So I got lucky with that. But consistency and always trying to, be different, take risks with like... I don't know, so many opportunities, trying different things, staying relatable, being always genuine and honest with everything I do, whether it's an ad or not. There are so many factors that made me reach where I am today. And amazing brands that I've always worked with. Like, for example, I've known Joelle since, I don't know.
I think I met you in 2017.
Yeah.
For our listeners that don't know about you, tell us a bit about how you got here today. Tell us a bit about your career journey because you guys have been working together for quite some time. So we would love
Even me and you.
And we've been working together for quite some time.
So yeah.
Well, I moved to Dubai in 2017. But before I had lived in London. And I was studying there and I was working in London College. I was studying in London College of Fashion. But my degree, we only had university twice a week. So I started working like by my first year. And because I was doing management, they had like suggested that we do a retail shop floor experience. So I worked in Furla on shop floor for like about 1.5 years. And I think that if I hadn't done that, I don't think I could do my job the way that I can, like that I'm capable of doing it today. And then afterwards, I started working for a jewelry company called Masoma. And actually, when I had first joined, that's how I first figured out what SheerLuxe was, because they used to work with SheerLuxe UK.
What year was this?
Now we're in 2014.
Wow, so a while back.
I love them.
So I worked in Masoma, and I was actually like their like 4th employee. So I had to like do like the back end of the website. I would pack orders, and then we would get like 60 orders a day, and then I would like walk to the Royal Mail and like dispatch it for them. So I worked there for about, I would say, 2 years. And then I had graduated. I'd done my dissertation, and my brother was like, you know what, come to Dubai. You don't like
try your luck.
No, just come on holiday.
It was a holiday trip.
Yeah, he's like, come on holiday. Like you just graduated. You already worked, quite a bit. So I came, and then when I got here, by chance, I got a LinkedIn message from Richemont, and they were hiring someone for Mont Blanc. The lady had gone on maternity leave. So I did that. So I said, okay, well, you know what? I don't mind living in Dubai for 6 months.
Like, it's okay. I don't mind. Yeah.
I was like,
I'll
I
give it a try.
I can do 6 months. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then I had done the 6 months, and I mean, I could have stayed, but Fo were hiring.
Fo is the PR
Fo
consultancy.
consultancy were hiring, and I actually always wanted to work at Fo. So I got the job at Fo, and my focus there was purely all our e-com clients, and that's where I met Dima. So at the time, my accounts were like the Modest, Chop Up, like very e-com focused. Ounass had opened that same year. And a really interesting story that people don't know is when I had joined Fo, the HR had reached out to me, but I was like, I told them, listen, I've just, started this job, and I think it's a bit too soon. So I did that for about 1.5 years, where I met Dima. And 1.5 years later, I was like, you know what, I'm a bit tired because you have so many clients. I was like, maybe I want to go in-house. So I had emailed the HR who had reached out to me, and she's like, I can't believe that you reached out to me today. She's like, because we're actually we actually just posted the job. We're preparing the job description.
Oh my
Right
God.
place, right time.
For
This
the
is
job.
exactly what we were talking about.
So then I joined, and I was overseeing PR for about, I would say, 2 to 3 years, just purely our PR influencers. But then I shifted to the buying team, where now I focus on building our pop-ups, like, the Amina Muadi pop-up, the Skims pop-ups, and all of our activations.
We have to get back to that Amina Muadi pop-up.
I agree.
Amrita and I were discussing
I
it.
have so many questions.
And we have the answers.
Yeah,
I love
honestly,
that.
really do.
Crazy good.
Actually, let's dive right in. Tell
I'm
us
so
a bit
proud
about
of you,
that.
honestly, now
pop-
hearing the whole journey,
I know, it's very
it's
impressive.
so nice to
And
see.
just to compliment Dima as well, just on what she said, that she works hard. We work with so many people, but I think a lot of people don't know the amount of effort it takes when you're pushing a product, the level of information that needs to be given to your customer. So much of a lot of at least my last 6 dresses is from Dima's post. Yeah.
Really?
No way.
That's
I get this a lot, and I
amazing.
love
Yeah.
it.
She's a great influence. You know what it is? I think you said it perfectly. You are very genuine, and it translates. So you're right. It's not about the number of followers that you have, but I think you are where you got here today is because of how genuine you are and how you do things with so much integrity.
Yeah.
It comes off on the screen even. I mean, it's
Wow,
like,
guys.
I know you as a person for many years, but it comes off on the screen. That's very, very evident.
You know why I told you I don't care about the numbers? Because I've been on social media since, I don't know, 6 years, and I only reached 1 million, I don't know, 1.1
million.
2 years ago. I would want to grow more, but then I stopped looking at numbers, because I always say, if I'm doing my job perfectly and I'm happy with it and I'm passionate, numbers don't mean much as long as you're enjoying what you do. And getting such feedback from you girls, and even a lot of my family, friends, and fans, and Insta family telling me that, oh, I bought this because I saw you wearing it. This makes my day, because it's exactly the reason why I started doing social media.
So true. And honestly, your looks are amazing. Actually, let's talk about what everyone is wearing today. Can you talk us through your outfit?
Buy it from Ounass.
She got it from Ounass.
So this is a Chats by Sidam dress, and it's a brand that I've discovered, I would say, a year ago. They actually launched on Ounass. I think they're from Vietnamese, right?
Are they
Yeah.
Vietnamese?
Yeah.
And you know what? Sorry to cut you. I didn't know the brand, but she had bought it, and I was in Paris, and I bumped into Ahmed Abbas, and he's like, "What's up with that brand?" I'm like, "What brand?" He's like, "The one on Ounass that everyone's buying." I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I personally didn't know about it, but yeah, they're Vietnamese.
They're very popular.
Yeah,
It's
they're very
so
popular. What I love the
His
most
name's
about
Hoang Dam. He's a gentleman. He's very creative. He actually, I believe, was an architect.
Wow.
I'm not 100% sure, but
Actually, now that you say he's an architect, I feel like
it's
his
very symmetrical,
work is
clean.
very architecturally
Yeah,
with an
it's very
eye.
symmetrical.
Yeah,
There's a
lot
modest
of
market
structure.
too.
Yes,
I find.
100%. I was gonna say a very funny story about that. So basically, yes, they started in Ounass, and I wore from them I think I was in an event in Saudi, and I wore one white dress, and everyone went crazy, oh, we want. And I love the fact they're modest, and they're the perfect dress that you can wear for an interview, or if you're like a working mom and you're running around and you want to go out for dinner after and like you want to look good the whole day. So the dress is just perfect. You can wear it for work and then you can go out.
Because it's so
at
minimalist,
night.
you can really elevate it with accessories.
And the brand is doing really well in the region because of the modesty factor. And in Ramadan, something so funny happened. They approached me, they're like, as a thank you. So I was so happy because so many influencers wore from the brand, like all over the region. But then the brand approached me, they're like, as a thank you, we want to name one of the dresses after you. That's going to be an Ounass.
Major.
I have it. I have your dress.
Yeah,
the black one.
The Dior Asadi
Have
dress.
they done that for quite a few?
I think
regional
3 or 4 regional
There was
influencers.
there was like
Soha.
there was
Yes,
like
Soha had one.
Yeah,
the one that
it
had
was
like
about
a,
5, 6.
Yeah.
If I'm
I think
not mistaken.
Soha, Reem, and then me, and I was so happy. I'm like,
That's amazing.
And it was
That's
such a
a
lovely-
moment.
yeah.
I have her dress.
And so, is your
That's not my dress though, but
no? But what about the pieces of jewelry on the side?
no, that's
part of-
it's part of the
part
dress.
of the dress. You've
Yeah.
matched it perfectly.
Yeah,
Tell us
with
about
my
your
accessory.
jewelry.
Yeah. So this is Tiffany. I'm so obsessed with the.
Gorgeous.
They're called, I think, the bone cuffs. I love these. It's a good investment. Silver, but I'm wearing them a lot. This is a Bottega, and I'm wearing a Gianvito Rossi, which I got from Ounass too. And I think they're the most comfortable mules ever.
So actually, yeah, we were speaking with Georgie, and I think she was saying her favorite, most comfortable pair of heels are Gianvito Rossi, and I think I agree with that. Actually,
yeah, they're so comfortable.
they're very comfortable. They're very nice. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Joelle, I love your outfit. Tell us a bit about what you're wearing today.
Well, today it's a bit of a workwear look. My shoes are Mina Moadi. My jeans are the Frankie Shop. My vest is Zara. And on my jewelry, this is a bracelet. It's from a friend of mine's brand. It's called Yasmia by Yas.
Cool.
The bracelet says Manifest in sound waves.
Let's see.
So nice.
Beautiful.
And
Gorgeous.
she made this ring as well.
Love
them.
that.
And this ring is Basiques from Ounass. He focused on costume jewelry.
Nice, very nice. And the earrings, the necklace.
Yeah, I
it's
was
a
just gonna
vibe.
say, I love the stacking.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, fine.
This is a brand called Yaj that we have on Ounass, and this was the first designer of Misoma, and she had ventured out and opened her own brand called Yaj.
Wow.
I actually bought this last week. It's called Lauren. I'm sorry, I don't have the actual name, but I love it, and it's a really trending brand, so I'm gonna send it to you.
I like that. It looks like a hairpin.
Yeah, it's a
or
hairpin with
safety
pearls.
pin.
It's a
Beautiful.
safety pin. It's a safety
that's
pin with
cute.
pearls.
Beautiful.
I
I
love
love the matching with the.
I love pearls.
Please
I'm a
share the
pearl
link.
girl. And then this necklace is liner, and this is Yaj as well.
Is that how you say it, liner?
I think so.
I always
I
wanted
thought
to
it was
know how to.
linear.
Oh my god, I say
Yeah.
like linear.
Yeah.
Because it's Lyner.
I know, so I assumed.
So
I assumed it was
could be
linear. but-
liner.
Could be liner,
It
but
could
I
be
love
liner.
this brand. It's very.
It could be
it's really
liner, but
cool.
I say liner.
But I
mean,
love how most of your jewelry is local brands, right? No,
my
This-
hands,
Yeah.
not my.
Not the stacking.
Not
of
the
the
stacking.
top.
What
on the
about
top.
this brand, Liner? Or
I don't-
isn't
I
she?
It's regional. It is
Regional.
regional. I think it's a
Yeah.
regional brand.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I
So
think
you're
it
like
is.
representing.
Oh,
which is
okay.
perfect.
I didn't know that.
I think it is a regional brand.
Yeah, it's
Amazing.
regional.
I'll look into it.
Yeah. Amrita, you're always so
Am I
stylish. Tell us
wearing-
about your.
What am
look.
I
We
wearing?
love your videos. We were just.
Yeah, we love the sheer square. With
obsessed.
this.
Thank
I know,
you.
right?
Today I'm wearing a Wardrobe NYC shirt in a size large. People are always like, what size are you wearing? It's a large. Leather shorts from COS, belt from Kate, wedges from Kate, earrings from Bottega.
Gorgeous.
And that's it.
Amrita always has to have something from Bottega, and your bag today is Bottega as well.
Bag.
She's a Bottega
earrings.
girl through and through. And honestly,
Bottega
she's
girl.
convinced me that I want to buy my next bag to be
It
Bottega.
has
You
to
have to
be.
buy Bottega.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Like
have
there's
to.
no better feeling than when you get one.
It's such a great bag.
It's such a good bag.
Or like even everything that they do is so good.
Timeless. It's
And
just
even just
so
the
timeless.
smell of the
Timeless.
leather.
That's
Oh,
our-
even the
yeah.
smell of the leather, the
The
levels.
leather is great.
Yeah.
It's timeless. Like you will never get bored of a Bottega. Like you could put
Yeah.
it away,
Yeah.
take it back out, and it will still look
Perfect.
insane. Yeah, it will still
Love
look
that.
amazing. So yeah.
Beautiful.
And Tamara, what are you wearing today?
So I'm actually wearing a set by Max Mara from Net-a-Porter. And my jewelry is from a local brand called Kamushki. Are you guys familiar with Kamushki?
Yeah,
Of course.
How amazing
We love it.
are their
Yeah.
stuff?
Amazing.
I
So
love the
wishbone,
rings.
the
Yeah.
rings. So this is actually Biladabi as well. I'm wearing Biladabi. This is Misho, and then the rest is
Hub,
Kumusho.
yeah, yours says
Hub.
Hub.
I love Banana Bee. I mean,
Yeah.
we were at the
Yes.
event
Love
for
her.
Najla. They
Love
launched
her.
their new collection of Najla, and we're obsessed with her pieces. She's amazing.
I'm obsessed with her.
With her,
She's
yeah.
She's
I know,
super
so
cool.
stylish.
Yeah,
She
she's so
is.
cool.
Every
She's
time I see her, I'm like,
amazing.
how do you do it? Like the way she
stacks
styles her
them.
jewelry.
I don't even think it's about the jewelry. I think it's her aura.
Yeah.
Yes, she is
She has an aura.
very. She comes across as
Yeah.
just such a wonderful
She has
power woman that just
queen energy.
Yes.
She has
agree.
queen
Yeah.
energy.
Nadine, if you're watching, we
love you.
love
Yeah,
you.
we
We love
do.
you very much.
Queen.
But yeah, so speaking of, trends and recent trends and things that you're loving at the moment, anything you want to share? Because I'm recently obsessed with the leopard print pants. I don't know if you guys have seen them. They're from Mango. They're like really
A
cool.
leopard jean.
I didn't see the mango
love-
ones. I
haven't
got
seen
one
the
from
mango ones.
Ghani.
Oh, did you? How are
Those
they?
are really nice.
They're nice, but I think I got a size bigger than my usual size, and I like it baggy though, but it's gonna be tricky with styling.
Fair.
Because they're too baggy.
I'm loving suede, everything suede at the moment. Everything from bags. I just saw some suede flats at Massimo and they look really cool. But yeah, suede belts, the ones from Kate as well. Actually, I just
Suede
ordered
jackets. Like,
suede
I'm
jackets.
seeing a lot. I think it's gonna be a thing this
It's
fall.
a major thing because actually you said Massimo. I just recently bought suede shorts from Massimo. They're actually quite long suede shorts.
Wow, I mean, I'm gonna be very honest. I didn't know about the suede trend.
Oh, it's
Suede is-
It's
yeah,
in.
it's
very
sueding.
in. We live in Dubai, so suede is
bit
a little tricky
tricky.
for us, but we're like, we want to hop on every trend that we can.
I'm always
Not in terms of every trend, but we want to hop on things
I mean,
that we like.
we're all over the trend, but the thing is, it's like about picking the right pieces from each trend
Yeah.
rather
Yeah.
than kind of going
Following
ham
blindly.
for it.
Yeah.
But I'm obsessed with Ounass, by the way, because I'm always scrolling that, and I just ordered 2 Kate belts. This one and the one with the silver studs on it that everyone has.
Yes.
It's gone viral. I just ordered that from Ounass like
Right now I
2
wanna
days
see
ago.
Yeah, me too. I was.
I don't
was-
have
Yeah.
that.
Tell the Ounass.
This one is
Ah,
Kate.
yeah,
It's very
this is-
minimalist.
Yeah.
But I ordered a really maximalist belt from there. It's black with silver studs.
So similar to what I wore that day we went shopping at that concept store.
Similar.
Studs.
Yes.
Black with the
Similar.
studs. Love
kind
that.
of. But
Love
like
that.
it's like just there. Like you see it. It's
So cool. So
it's
statement.
very statement.
I mean, Ounass is great because it's a 2-hour delivery.
Mm.
It's literally my go-to, and I'm sure you hear this a lot. It's my go-to for any last-minute gifts. Like, oh my gosh, I'm invited to this place. I forgot to get a gift.
the
or
Byredo candle.
Literally,
Just look it up.
candle. There's so many things on
Yeah.
Ounass that you can just
Something-
buy.
Something I tell everyone when they tell me this is I wish we could make a campaign of all the people who say that to me when they meet me. Like the second I tell them, oh, hi, my name's Joelle, I work at Ounass. They go, Ounass saved me. It was super last minute. I needed a gift.
This is always the feedback.
It's
that I
such a
get.
it's the most common thing. I mean, of course people want to shop and get to our delivery, but I think that's the predominant
Yeah, it is.
narrative
And,
that comes our way.
and it's the range of products that you have as
Exactly.
well. You have
Honestly, even the return policy, like not because I work with Ounass, but honestly, the customer service, the returns is so easy, it's so smooth.
Yeah.
And now I think I'm sure we've actually added an exchange because previously if you wanted to
Yeah.
return,
Yes.
if you wanted to return, you would have to return. We received the product, but now I think they've added
Yeah,
the
exchange,
exchange.
because
of-
it's so
you
many.
can exchange sizes
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And
a
it's a
game
game
changer
changer
actually
for
because I
sure.
always
Yeah.
return and then purchase
Exactly.
new.
We've added
Yeah.
the exchange
Excited.
element.
We're getting
so-
all the inside scoop on
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Nice.
we've added the
Policies.
exchange element.
Wow.
But what
I
Dima-
know I can't live without Ounass.
No, but
for
what
sure.
Dima does better, and this is something I said earlier, she educates me, is obviously, like you said, we have so much product. And I mean, when you work at the platform, the majority of your focus isn't actually scrolling through sometimes. So Dima is a great reference point for what to buy on Ounass and what brands are, I think, up and coming.
I literally spend, I think, 15 minutes a day on average, plus or minus on Ounass.
Do you?
Just like I have to go to what's new just to see if I missed something. This is
Wow.
how I.
And how often do you get new brands and what's the process like for people that don't know?
Oh, no, I mean, it's very frequent. I mean,
Yeah.
we launch product, I mean, I think daily to weekly. But of course, when our buyers go to market, they always look for the new brands. And of course, it's not like there's a strict policy of when we can onboard. I mean, if they see something that they think is gonna be great, they reach out and then we onboard them. But of course, we follow, the seasonal calendar of like fall, winter, spring, summer, Ramadan. And like, so now we're gonna launch our fall winter campaign in 2 weeks, and we're onboarding all of like the fall winter collections.
Exciting. That's a very very interesting process for people that aren't super familiar with how it works with e-commerce, because it's also very fast paced. You have stock coming in, stock coming out. Like there's a lot of, you know, internal things that go on for e-commerce platforms, especially luxury e-commerce platforms, with all the different brands that you carry. What are some career highlights? I mean, you guys have worked together a lot on different campaigns and different things, but can you tell us a bit about a moment? I mean, I know we definitely we're reaching to get to that Amina Mawadi conversation, that campaign that you guys did, that pop-up.
Is that your favorite pop-up or?
Listen, I love all my pop-ups.
They're all your babies.
They're all my children. I mean, it's like we're essentially building this world, you know, and so much goes into it when we're doing, you know, the design process, production, building, staffing, operations. It's really an A to Z situation. But my favorite one is gonna have to be Skims 2020 and Kith 2022. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Was
a
it?
year ago.
Was it
2023? Sorry.
I was gonna say, was that 2 years ago?
Oh my God, no, it was 2023. Yes. Yeah, it was 2023. It was amazing because it was my favorite one, because you can't believe like the energy, like the amount of people, like there were thousands of people, like the response was amazing. And we were so worried because we didn't know, like, was this gonna get the love that we think it deserved? So it was really nice to see like people's response, and even as an overall pop-up, it performed really well. But visually, the best one was definitely Amina. Like that was the one that everyone was like, wow, like there's a pill on the beach. It looks like a pill. Like,
but yeah, I mean, tell us what the process is to create a pop-up. Like, how does that work?
I think first we have to find the right brand, and you know, conversations stem from different places. But I think essentially there's a methodology. You know, like you need to find a brand that that has a really big hype that people love. You know, great social presence, and usually with these brands we have exclusive distribution or limited capsule. It's really case by case. Usually the conversations would start, like I would say, a year to 2 years before.
Oh, wow.
Amina in particular, we had started the conversation 2 years prior, and the reason that it took so long was because we had to build that pop-up, and you know, she wanted it to be on the beach, which is fair. Her vision was beautiful for it, but it was really hard to figure out how to build that on the beach.
So if for people that don't know what it was exactly, it was how do you describe that? Like a trail, like what was that? Structure in the middle of the beach.
Yeah.
It was a structure, Crosby Studios design, and it was a structure on the beach, and it kind of, you know, looked like a pill.
It looked like a pill.
It looked like a pill.
It looked like it was like a trailer.
That's her, you know, brand identity for her retail store in London. It's super futuristic, and that's really what it was. She wanted to look like a spaceship on a beach. So it was really hard to just figure out how to build it. You know, we needed a generator. We needed to make sure that it had enough, you know, air flowing between it.
True, especially in Dubai.
And it was like a green box on Kite Beach. So we needed to make sure operationally that it was, you know, working well. So the feedback was great. You know, everyone loved it. It was beautiful.
How many days did it run for?
It ran for a month. It ran for a month. Usually our pop-ups we like to keep them 5 to 10 days, but we had to keep that one quite longer because of, you know, it was a really big build.
The effort, yeah.
It was a really big build. And I think what was so nice is I would be there maybe every 2 to 3 days to check up on it. And just seeing people's face when they walk by it on Kite Beach, it's like, what is that, you know?
But that's exactly the reaction you want, right? You want people to be like, what is that? I'd like to go inside.
To stop and see what's happening. Why is this?
What is that? But it was beautiful, and the response was great. But actually to like physically put together and plan, it was very hard. It required a lot of permits.
And Dubai is known for all the permits you have to get.
Yeah, they required a lot of permits from many different, you know, parties, you know, for sand, for just the sidewalk in front, for the sidewalk behind, for valet, RTA. So there was a lot of, you know, back and forth with the permits.
But you did it, and it was such a
100%, and it was so nice. But I think what you really want to know about is, you know, our launch.
We do really want to know about the launch event, because you guys had a very special guest.
You had a major guest from a very, very
we
big
want to know
fan
all
of.
about it. So it's like people don't know, but we want to know.
So for those who don't know, Kanye came to our dinner, and I think a lot of people were so shocked.
The Kanye West.
The Kanye West. Now, so we had done the guest list with Amina's team, and it was a very beautiful setup, like super chic and everything.
I was there.
Dima was there.
Love that. Love that.
The way it started, it's like 10 minutes before I'm on my way there, and I would want to say like my stress level is so high now because I'm.
Did you know like?
No, I'm worried about my permits now.
Yeah,
I'm
the number one
thinking-
thing you're stressed
I'm
about.
thinking, we're here celebrating this, but we need to get that pop-up open tomorrow with XYZ permits. So then her team called me. They're like, and we had, prior to every pop-up, we do an influencer gifting, right? So the process to do an influencer gifting, while everyone might think it's a 2-hour delivery, there's specific processes with specific approvals, and it takes a bit of time. So we had sent a lot of the influencers their pieces at different times, so it was creating a lot of like chaos internally. So then like 20 minutes before, Amina's team had called me and said, listen, Joelle, we need a pair of shoes. I was like, honestly, I really can't. Like, it's 8 p.m, and like,
where are you gonna get it from?
No, I mean, I like, my whole office is closed. Like, I can't pull stock out of my warehouse. Like, I just can't. Like, it's out of my jurisdiction. She's like, it's for Kanye's wife. And I was like, who? She goes, Kanye's wife. And I was like, no way.
Bianca? Is that her name?
Bianca.
Story, yeah.
And I was like, okay, like, fine. I'll see what I can do. She's like, no, you have to. And I was like, okay. So whatever, I managed it. And honestly, bless our warehouse. They did a great job and they delivered it in 20 minutes.
Wow.
But I want
That's
you to know that I still at this point didn't
comprehend. Probably.
No, I didn't think that
they would show up.
Oh, right.
She said in case. So we get the shoe, and then this is the best part of the story. I have my photographer who shoots all of our pop-ups. His name's Ilian, and we work very closely with him, for a lot of these activations and events, and it's very instrumental that it's him. There's a specific way we shoot, and we need it to be XYZ. Me and him were in a little bicker. I don't remember why, but I was upset with him. So I called him, he calls me, I was like, what? He goes, you're still mad at me. I was like, yeah, I'm so mad, but like, just get here because you're not here yet and the guests are here and we have to take the pictures, for the video, everyone walking in. He goes, I'm not just coming, but you're gonna really forgive me when you see who I'm coming with.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, this is my apology. He's like, come outside. I was like, I'm not coming outside. He goes, come outside now. So I'm like, okay, fine. I go outside and he comes out of the car with Kanye and Bianca.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
So I was like, oh my God, he was serious. And like,
but how did that come to be? Like, how did that?
He's friends with Amin Muaddi, right?
So wait, so then there's two parties that played a role here. Of course, Amina's team who was staying at Lancaster Royal and met saw Kanye's team, and they're friends, I think, and they said you guys should come, Bianca should come. It's a this chic event and it's a private villa. And then in parallel, Kanye had met our photographer in F1, I think 2 weeks or a week before.
Oh wow!
And
Right place, right time.
Kanye liked our photographer, so he was actually shooting him.
Oh wow!
So now when Amina's team invited Bianca downstairs, Ilian was with Kanye, and Ilian said, well, actually, I'm going to that event. That's why I'm leaving. I'm working that event tonight. He's like, I think you should come because it's a private villa, and we can shoot you and Bianca there.
Shout out to Ilian for pushing Kanye to come to the event even more.
So I was like, oh my God. So when he told me that, I'm like, how did you get him here? And he told me, he's like, but also, of course, Amina's team invited Bianca. So like, it took two. So yeah, and then when he walked in, like everyone, like you cannot believe everyone's face.
I can imagine.
Sure.
My door would have been on the floor.
You can't.
For sure.
Like my call, like this, like they posted it. Like people were texting me that my colleagues are like, "Why didn't you tell us you invited Kanye?" I was like, I don't know Kanye. The people were texting me the next day and going, "Joelle, like how can you like get Kanye to come to our thing?" I was like, no.
All of a sudden, Joelle is the go-to for Kanye.
I don't. But
I'm
wait,
not his manager.
The funnier part of that story is he came with like Ty Dolla $ign. I don't know Ty Dolla $ign. I'm not like very into fat rap music. I know it, of course, but it's not my go-to. So I was standing next to him. I had introduced myself to Kanye. I'm like, come, this is, blah, blah, blah. Like, these are our guests. So, and we walked him in. And then Ty Dolla $ign was next to me and he's like, I'm like, so who are you? And he goes,
you asked me?
I'm like, so who are you? And he goes, what? I'm like, yeah, well, who are you? And he goes, I'm Ty Dolla $ign. I was like, oh.
Did he say that was his name?
Yeah, that's what. Wait. And then I'm like, I'm like, that's amazing. I was like, of course I know who you are. I was like, but what did your mom name you? I'm like, what's your name?
Oh my, wow. I mean, I'd want to know
like,
that
we're
gonna get deep into
I
that.
was like, but like, what's your real name? And he looks at me and he started laughing. He's like, I'm not gonna do this with you today. I was like, that's fine. You can just stay.
I love that you asked him that.
I mean, it makes sense.
I
mean,
remember that
feel
night.
weird.
So my brother lives in California in the States. I think for some reason he knew that I would be there. I wasn't posting yet. I was enjoying the event. So he messaged me. He was like, dude, are you like in an event with Kanye? I'm like, yeah.
You're like,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm like, how did you know? He's like, I saw all the videos all over. I'm like, wow, like everyone saw these videos.
Was it chaos? Was it people like trying to take photos of him and stuff?
No,
Or
I
was it
think
everyone's kind of
I think
respectful?
everyone was very respectful. But I think there was like a shift. Like he was very inside with his people, and everyone was like, because it was like a cocktail outside first, so I think that it did like spark the room. So it was, I mean, from a PR perspective, and you'll get this, it was actually really hard to get people to sit down afterwards. You know, like getting to dinner was really tough.
Please be seated. Please be
I was
seated.
like, someone, you guys should sit down. Like, it was 10 p.m.
But the
you know?
venue was beautiful, and how
Yeah, we did
everybody
it at
At
handled.
Scoonies.
So even Amina and her team and everyone was so welcoming, and like,
yeah,
like
she
for
was so
me,
sweet.
she was one of my really favorite shoe designers. So to meet her, she was nice. She greeted everyone. Like we felt, I don't
She
know. I was
walked
so proud.
around. Yeah,
like I was
she-
looking at Joelle, and
100%.
I'm like, I don't know.
I know. I was
It was a
proud
proud
looking at Joelle. I was like,
moment.
go Joelle.
No, but
on
you know,
Instagram.
it's so funny that everyone's like, oh, congratulations. But like, all of this was happening. I was like, do I have a permit to open a pop-up tomorrow? Like, I'm still worried about my permit. Like,
Isn't that the case, right? With being in the business.
yeah.
I feel like we can relate a lot where it's like there's so much that goes behind it. There's so much glitz and glam, but behind the scenes leading up to it, there is like stress levels beyond belief.
You know, I meet so many people, and like a lot of people are like, wow, like we love your job. And I love my job. You know, I do it with so much love. But I always flag that it's a really, like there are a lot of cons,
100%.
you know, because so much people see the glam, they see the output.
So true.
But they don't know the level of input that goes into it, you know, like the hours that are behind it, you know, the detailing that's behind it. So I always ensure to flag that, so that of course I do want people to admire it and think it's amazing, which it is, but it's so important to see, you know, both sides.
And you equally have to put the energy
100%.
that comes out of it. Like you have to put in so much.
You know what? After we did our first pop up, you know, you give it your energy. It's your energy. After we finished Kith, like, so I had never been happier with it, and even with Amina, of course. But like afterwards, on a personal level, the way your actual energy is affected, like it's very hard to converse after, because you're building a world. You're talking to customers. You're doing the press influencers, and then you have the customers, you know. And there's so many people that come, and sometimes I work shop floor with the staff. Just because the way our pop-ups work is, it's not that you come, you shop, and it's a POS. It's you have to scan the QR code, and then it's kind of like a click and collect method.
Yes.
So in some pop-ups we have to give stock. So, you know, there's a lot that goes in. So afterwards, like if you see me after one of them, I'll be like, hi, so good to see you. How are you?
Your social battery's a
It's
bit drained. I can imagine.
I need like a 2-week recoup, and then I'll go back in.
But there's always a hype about her pop-ups. Come on, it goes viral for some reason.
Not
My
all
husband
of
didn't
them.
know.
I mean,
it's
for
a
good
brand.
reason as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. You know what's so nice is that after every one of them, especially what's really nice was the like Kitten Essentials, because they're very male focused, and it's so hard to get the male customers.
It's my husband's favorite brand now.
Kid.
After the
Kid.
Yes.
it's
so
just
good.
he didn't know the brand before.
Oh, wow.
It was
And
a-
Essentials, if you just like go to the mall, if I go to the mall or I just walk around, like you see everyone in like Kit or Essentials, and even we did Represent in December, same. And my friends call me and they go, okay, you're probably good. Like we can see the people wearing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Kanye. The good thing with Kanye actually is his assistant did take my number, but just because they wanted product. And it's so funny because I was trying to tell them, I'm like, we're in like a luxury e-com platform, and you know, this is the curation, this is the product we offer. But like he would like send me like fluffy Prada slippers and goes, can I get this? And I was like, no,
We're not exactly.
no, I was like, I don't have those. Like he sent me like these massive Prada slipper. I was like, I would love to help you source it, but I just don't know where you can.
Yeah, that's a
is
little
so
bit above my
funny.
grade grade. Oh wow.
But they were very nice. Yeah, they're nice people. They said God bless a lot. Like
Love that.
yeah, very
good
polite,
energy.
good energy.
Yeah.
Moms raised them well.
Mom's right. Okay.
Moms raised them well.
Love that.
You know, good boys.
I have loved hearing about the journeys. I mean, it's so interesting. I think you can agree, Amrita. Like, it's so interesting, and I think a lot of people would want to know. You know, you're on the brand side, you're on the front facing side, so it's so interesting in how you guys have worked together for so long. But we also would love to know about your most recent fashion purchases, because you're both very, very stylish, and I think everyone would want to know. I want to know. Amrita wants to know. What have you guys been buying recently?
To be honest, I got the gold version of this ring just yesterday from the mall at Tiffany, so I'm excited because these are all silver.
No, they're beautiful when you walk.
But then I thought that, okay, maybe I should start investing. Lately, I'm so into jewelry. I love fashion, but I feel like I'm into investing more into jewelry. And by the way, you guys have a great collection on us too.
Yeah.
Like,
I also have the silver
high-end
cuff.
Yes,
and I
I've seen
wear
the
it to
silver cuff on
death.
Amrita.
Yeah.
I love this cuff.
So I just got the ring. It's so hard to get my size because each finger is a different size. But I found this one in gold, which it's nice.
Are you a silver or a gold?
I'm both,
Yeah.
to be honest. But I don't like rose gold much.
Me
But I like
too.
yellow gold, and I think it works better on my skin tone. I don't know.
I like to mix
But,
metals
yeah.
as well.
You like to mix metals,
Yeah.
I'm
like-
still not good at that. Like I can see how you wear it so well, but for me, I'm like either all silver or gold.
Yeah, fair.
Actually, usually I'm a gold person. I actually had this in gold, but I switched it now to this color. But
I like this. Yeah.
yeah, this is really nice. I'm gonna send it to you.
Gorgeous.
But yeah, I'm a mixer.
You're a mix.
I'm a mixer.
Yeah. What about you? What have you recently bought?
So Dima over the summer went on. I know, honestly, I'm not just saying this. It actually is. I'll show you a pic. We'll get my phone. Dima went on a press trip to Egypt, I think for Octane, and she wore green
Oh,
Megal.
such a nice brand, Octane.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Love that.
And she wore a green, what is it, Megal Coronel dress?
Yeah.
And I loved it. I have a black dress from the brand and I loved it. But it was sold out. So I actually called our buyer and I was like, did we have this dress? Did she actually buy this
Yeah,
from us? And I didn't know.
It was on Ounass.
It was on Ounass. So she had bought it from us, so I couldn't find it after. So I was really upset. So she's like, well, they actually don't have the green dress anymore.
Can I tell you something? So when I wore this, I knew that it was sold out already. And I was very honest. I'm like, listen, guys, I love this set. I kept it for myself. Well, go check the brand on Ounass. But you can't find this now.
No, it was sold out.
I said this.
I didn't even know. I had never seen the dress before.
That is actually
so
insane.
It's a bodysuit and a
it's
skirt.
such a good dress. And because the brand, it's their fabric is swimwear. And like they don't have multiple sizes. It's really just one size.
Yeah.
So it fits great on everybody.
Wow.
And I know a lot of times people say no, one size doesn't, but it really does. I have 2 other dresses from them. So I basically like spoke to the brand and I ordered her dress, but in Bordeaux. That's my favorite color.
Bordeaux
Now
is
I
a
want
great
to
color.
have
Chestnut Bordeaux.
You're gonna influence all of us. We're gonna go.
So I
I'm gonna
actually
go
go
buy
and
it.
look.
I had to get it directly from the brand because we don't have
right.
it was sold out. But I got it in Bordeaux. I'm gonna show you.
That's
quickly.
actually because you said
I got it last week.
how you guys work. That's like a very like real example of when I wore that green dress. It's a top and a skirt for me. I knew that I obviously got it from Ounass, and I knew when I was wearing it that was not there yet. But I managed to find a way to promote the brand because they have such
the brand,
such
it's
great
really
dresses.
a
So I
great
told
brand.
so many of my followers, if you want to have something similar, you can shop because she still have like a swimsuit, bodysuit
Bodysuits.
kind, which was available on Ounass. So a lot of people didn't know the brand, but from that post and trip, they went on Ounass
And
to
they
get that.
searched for
Yeah,
it.
And I'm
Love
sure if
that.
you
that's
see the
how I
dress.
always like to stay connected with like pieces I buy and how to
Yeah.
promote it on my stories.
And it has exactly. It has like more of a personal sentiment to it because you're showing how you wear it, how you find it, how this made you feel, and that's what people are interested in. I mean,
But I was so honest. I told them it's too pretty. I kept it for myself.
You're like,
I
I'm
don't want
sorry,
anyone.
I didn't get that video. I didn't see that story. I just saw the output. I was like, oh my god, I love
Because
this.
I got so many questions about that.
It
green.
was such a
I
good
need
look.
to see this.
Yeah, I
now.
know.
Such a
Amrita
good
and I are
look.
dying to see this now.
You know, so I will show you. So yeah, I got it Bordeaux version and I received it last week. But I had ordered it a month.
How was the fit? Perfect, right? Yeah.
But you're right. Yours is a top and dress because you have that long
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Mine, it looks like yours, but it doesn't have the long sachet thing that
Yeah.
you have.
I have a lot of weddings coming up, engagements, things. I mean,
You should check out
I
the
think I
brand.
said this at the last podcast and the last podcast before that because I continue to have engagements and weddings, and Ounass actually is my go-to for buying evening wear, like at the last minute. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
No, our
such-
evening wear buyer, she does a lovely job.
amazing job.
But we'll send you some brands.
Would love to see
Yeah.
what's going on.
And you know, obviously so many people get married. So I've been looking at people's, pre-weddings and whatever, and all of them look beautiful. But I'm so happy when I see like some women wearing like their selection is so perfectly on trend.
Yes.
If you know what I mean.
Yes. Would love that to be that. I would love that to be me.
Yeah.
And have you bought anything? I know you said you bought the cake.
I bought 2 Kate belts day before yesterday. Wearing one, I have the other one. That's been my latest purchase. I mean, you guys talking about occasion wear, I find it really hard to buy occasion wear. I find it so, like, I don't like anything that's too tight or too fitted. And I know that sounds crazy because I'm small, but I feel like
it's not you.
It's not me. And so I find it so tough to find occasion wear or things to wear out in the evening. And I feel like, again, like Dima, Ounass, like you guys are great inspo for what's out there and what you can get like at the last.
You know how I shop for occasion? I don't actually like occasion wear in general. If I see a good dress, I know that I have to get it, even though if I don't have an occasion.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
I do that too sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I know
this
like,
dress, I have nowhere to wear it. But I just really want it.
Yeah, like sometimes when I see a good piece, a good dress, good price, like I'm sure I'm gonna wear this.
But do you not get, like, for example, I have this thing where, let's say I've styled something for a content video or I've put a look together. After a while, I no longer want to wear that look. Or I no longer want to purchase the piece because I feel like it's just been seen too much. Do you not feel that way about the pieces?
You mean if the piece is borrowed or
if I've shot it or in, let's say, in a store and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I want to get that, and then I see the video come out and I'm like,
I think it's public, maybe.
Yeah.
I think I mean, from my perspective, I have the same problem as you. Not problem, but I love to wear like flowy trousers. I love oversized blazers. Day to day, I'm super minimal, but I love my dresses. Yeah. So I will. If you wear it, it's going to be photographed, yes, but I'll wear it again a year later.
Yeah.
And
like,
I think it's okay if you wear it a year later, or like 7 months or 8 months later,
or even style it differently.
Yeah, or style it differently.
But
like
a serial
if it's a piece,
repeater. Yeah, with the classic statements. Classic wardrobe capsule stuff.
I mean, I feel like it's important that we do repeat our pieces that we buy because we spend so much money on them.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially if we are gonna spend a certain amount of money on something, we should be able to wear it multiple times.
I guess like we're on camera so much that sometimes people might be like, didn't you wear that last time?
I'd be like, yes, so proudly I wore that last time.
I love repeating some of the looks, and I do have some dresses that I've kept for years, and I do like to always, wear them. But sometimes if I wear a look, and then like, for example, that green set, I wore it in... the Octane event, and then I actually took it to the laundry, then I wore it again in Dubai, but I didn't take photos. And always when I repeat the look, I'm like, oh, thank God, I don't have to document this. Today I don't have to take photos. So when I'm going out with my husband for dinner, I tell him, don't worry, I won't let you take pictures of my look because I've already done it.
But is that what your husband does?
I was going to say, I'm sure he's a really good photographer.
He's not. He used to be at the beginning. Now he hates it. He
doesn't
want to take
Well, now you have Leia.
Yeah, now I have Leia. She does all my content.
Leia's an amazing photographer.
Yeah, she's an amazing
How do you pronounce Leia's last name?
Khneiser,
there we go. I met her properly recently.
Yeah.
With Dima.
She does all my reels.
Oh, really?
The slow
She's amazing.
The hair flip.
The hair flip. I mean, this is iconic on Dima's platform. Like,
honestly, when I started this, like, I didn't know it's gonna be like a thing, but then it became like when I started doing these slow-mo reels with a hair flip, it became a signature.
Yeah,
people love it, and
I love it. I love watching them. Like, this woman is gorgeous.
And sometimes, like, when we first started doing it, like, I feel it's too repetitive to repeat it again. But believe it or not, I get brands approaching me saying, we want that, we want the flip, we want their, I swear to God.
It's become your signature.
It became my signature. Sometimes when you do certain content for too long, you get bored and you feel like, oh, maybe I'm repeating myself. But then with time, I realized to be so comfortable with the style of how I shoot my content because it's different.
Yeah.
And I don't want to copy others. Like each content creator has
their identity.
Yeah, their identity. So I feel my identity now is those slow-mo reels.
They're amazing.
I enjoy doing them. That's like, it's fun.
I love that.
Can I ask a question about content creation? Because I think it's so interesting because you do this full time.
Yeah.
Do you have to dress up on days just to shoot content and that's it?
It's a good question.
Or do you
Sometimes
go out and enjoy that afterwards?
To be
or-
honest, I usually the reason why I started my social media is because I always love to dress up as a person, as Dima, behind like cameras. Even my friends, they know that. They're like, oh, they make fun. You know these memes where like we say, oh, dress casually, and then one lady comes in a gown. Like they always make fun of me of that one. But sometimes I do it for work because a lot of I try actually. That's why I'm so thankful for Leia, because on weekends I always dress up and I look good. And sometimes I used to struggle documenting this because my husband wouldn't want to take photos. So now that I have Leia, she comes and we make a nice content of it. But it's usually how I actually go out during weekends. But I do dress sometimes for the cameras if I have like an ad or a bird look or so many of the like bags, eyewear shoots, stuff like that.
You're probably the coolest mom at school pickups.
No,
Like-
actually, that's another side that I don't usually show, but now recently I realize that people love to see my daily casual, everyday looks. Like I'm always in the Giving Movement or Pangaya. Like I was one of those, I wear, loungewear. I'm so into that and I wear it. And you'd see me in the day and then you see me at night, all dressed up with full makeup and hair. But I do... I do
slum
look
it
like
sometimes.
Yeah, love to see it. Actually, speaking of makeup and hair, I want to hear all about your current beauty favorites.
So honestly, I'm wearing it right now. The stick foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm so in love. We spoke about this. I think it's called the Skin Real Sheer Glow Stick Foundation. I'm obsessed. And I do like the Armani Beauty tints.
Oh yeah,
Because
I
love the colors. I worked with them and I did a tutorial, and then when I was on camera, I'm like, ooh, it actually looks so good. So I started wearing it every day, mixing colors, and sometimes I don't even wear anything. No concealer, nothing, just mascara and the tint. And it looks so good. It gives you that, out of reach look.
Yeah, like a flush of color.
Yeah, I'm loving these.
And your gloss looks amazing.
I forgot what I'm wearing. I think I have two. It's either Fenty or I mixed both.
Fenty Beauty with lips.
And nude sticks.
Nude sticks.
Oh,
gorgeous.
Yeah, I heard they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
Joelle, you're a powder girl. I know that.
Well, I have been using the same makeup for my face for, I would say, the last maybe 12, 13 years.
Really? You didn't change?
If I tried. What's wrong with you?
Dima's like shocked. What?
Because listen, you get so many, you have all these tutorials.
We're not influencing you, I know.
They're amazing, babe. And I've tried to venture out, but like growing up, I always use MAC. So I use NC35 like concealer, and then I put my powder, and then I have my bronzer, Charlotte Tilbury. What I've added recently, which is a big step, is now I have the Charlotte Tilbury powder. It's the white powder, the airbrush powder.
Oh, yeah.
And because sometimes my MAC powder can look a bit thick, so I would just use that instead. But I need a powder finish.
Did you try the new concealer? I did a tutorial on it, the Studio Radiance from MAC.
Yeah, oh my God. I opened it this morning and I couldn't open it.
So good, honestly.
Why?
It's so light.
It was like a pen.
Is it a pen?
Is it the pen one?
No, it's the...
Oh, no, there's a new pen one, so I was struggling.
I didn't try that.
That's why I was a bit late today. The thing is, with all these tutorials, other products are great. There was a time where I was using a Tom Ford foundation, which was really good. It was very like thin.
Tom Ford has great products.
They have great products.
I've once used their eyebrow.
Yeah, they have really good
I love their
product.
eyeliner.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
But I just think for my face, like if it's not broken, like if the method isn't broken, we don't need to fix
Fair.
it. You know?
Very fair.
And just on like lips, I love a matte nude.
And I have to mention something about Tom Ford, because I don't know if you watched that, when I was wearing that green look, I'm always like glowing.
Is that Tom Ford?
My legs. I'm using the Tom Ford oil. And
Wow.
You were glowing.
Yeah.
It's known for being
the
one that
They're
smells
good.
the
shimmery
nicest
ones.
and the most shimmery.
Yeah.
So ladies, anything new, exciting coming up you're excited about this year, next year?
I have also some interesting work trips that I can't talk about yet, but hopefully in October. And my birthday is in October, so I'm excited for that.
October when?
Yeah, 22nd.
So are you a Libra?
She's Libra.
Yeah.
Oh my God, me too.
Yeah.
I'm a Libra too.
That's why I love your energy.
Oh my God, I
Libra
love
energy.
yours. I love that. Amazing. Are you into star signs?
Not much.
Yeah.
But I do like to meet people. Like I do like meeting Libra people because I feel we share the same energy.
Interesting. When I meet another Libra, I tend to always like them.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm like, maybe I'm tooting my own horn, but I feel like I do like other Libras.
And I don't know if I believe in star signs or no, but like all my best friends are Virgos, which is
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Huh.
So
Maybe
maybe
there's
I
a
attract
connection.
What about you? What
I'm so into star signs.
Are you?
I
What are
won't lie.
you?
I won't pretend, but I'm not into like day-to-day horoscopes. I believe in personality traits of this specific sign.
Oh,
So I definitely agree that you're both Libras. We're very compatible. I'm a Gemini.
Oh, one of my best friends is a
Oh.
Gemini.
Yeah, I'm a Gemini. We get a lot of ohs, very common because it's like we have twins, so they say like dual personalities. But I think it's just that we're, I think, versatile more
Yeah.
than anything. But yeah, I'm into star signs. And
Interesting.
Libras are great.
What
What's
can
your
you-
star sign?
Aquarius.
Oh my god, we're so compatible.
Yeah, I know.
We're
I
so
have
compatible.
like me and Gemini.
she
is,
knows her star sign.
Yeah.
a sign.
And I guess Amrita knows that Gemini is an
Yeah, we're
Aquarius.
both
are.
air signs.
Mhm.
Oh, and you guys too.
We're air signs.
Yeah,
All three, we're
yeah.
three air
Oh,
signs.
air
So
signs.
Aquarius,
Does that mean we're
Gemini,
right?
and
Yeah.
Libras, we're all
Yeah,
air
we're all
signs.
air
We're all air
signs.
signs.
I
I
love
am a
that.
typical Aquarius.
Yeah, I'm a Gemini.
Yeah,
You're like, I'm a
I'm a
Gemini
Gemini.
through and through. Me and Dean were like,
Mhm.
I think we're Libras. I mean, I'm very indecisive. I know that's. Are you indecisive? Or no?
No, not really.
Oh wow, I feel like that's so much.
I mean, not to like escalate the situation, but there is like your ascendant and your moon.
Oh right, that for me is Capricorn.
So then your ascending is how you're perceived when
Right.
people
Okay.
meet you.
Mm.
Your moon, where your moon is situated, is how you like feel your emotions, and then your sun, which is your actual horoscope when you're born.
I feel
Is
like
what
we
you
need
are.
another
Yeah,
podcast.
I
Hold
do
on,
like
hold
to
on.
learn
I'm gonna pull
more
this
about
up
this.
because I have.
So I'm a Cancer ascendant,
do I
and a Scorpio moon.
I don't know.
Oh, you're a Scorpio
I'm
moon.
a Scorpio moon.
How do I find out?
You just download CoStar.
I have CoStar, so I'm opening
Yeah,
it up right now
download
as
I
we
CoStar.
don't
speak.
have
find
it,
out all
so-
about this.
But you guys need to download it, and you need to put
You-
you need to speak
your
to your parents.
birthday,
And
right?
you need to
And
know
the time.
you were born.
Oh, I'm
Exactly.
born at like
So-
7:30 a.m.
Hold on, we're gonna do this as
I
we
shouldn't
speak.
share that information though, apparently.
My ascendant is a Capricorn.
So that's how people perceive you,
Okay.
and that's great. Capricorns are great. It's good.
My brother is a Capricorn. I love him.
Yeah, he's. I met him a couple times. He's nice.
Oh, I actually have 3, so it's actually not Tariq.
Oh, I thought she was
Yeah.
talking about Tariq too.
I have 3 older brothers, so
I
Tariq
don't
is actually a
know.
Scorpio.
Okay.
Ziad, my brother, is a Capricorn, and my eldest brother is a Libra as well.
Okay.
So
And your
Capricorn
moon?
ascendant, and then my moon. How do I find my moon? Oh, my
It's
moon
the
is
one in the
also
middle.
Capricorn.
Okay.
my
So then
God.
you're
I'm pretty much a Capricorn.
you're very Capricorn then.
My
Well, if you
husband's
go
a
to your
Capricorn.
chart,
Yeah.
where it says like your houses, there's like 10 or 12 houses.
Yes.
You need to see where you have the most houses, where your planets are situated. most.
Pluto,
No, like
Scorpio.
if there's what do you see most? Capricorn, Scorpio. Show me.
You tell me.
My husband's a Capricorn, so
You're
that's probably why we get along too.
100% majority.
Wow, I'm gonna download that.
50-50 after. Look, you have your ascendant, Uranus, Neptune, Moon, and then your Libra, Sun, Jupiter, and Mercury. This is so like extreme because if you're
You're an expert.
Yeah,
no,
she's
you know, no,
such-
you
she's
know
so
who made
good.
me an
I
expert? Anat, you know Anat?
Yeah,
So
Anat.
I love her. So she's my best friend, and we work together. And she's
Work bestie.
my work
Love
bestie,
that.
and she legitimately. Her husband has the same chart as mine, so she legitimately reads both our charts every morning and calls me. She goes, "Hi, bonjour. Today, this is what's gonna happen to you and Ahmed."
Hi, bonjour. I love that.
And I was like, okay, anything else I should know? She's like, yes, try to be calm if someone upsets you, or give it your all energy, or like, or she'll even call. Yesterday I had
Wow.
yesterday I did yoga with her. She came, and she gave me like these like roses like in a bag. I'm like, what is this? She's like, this is for your calmness. She's like, your Mercury is entering.
Oh
something.
my god.
She's like, so your nerves will be unsettled for the next 2 weeks. So drink this; it will help.
I love that. It's like a
Wow.
personal like
It's
horoscope
she's
reader.
Like my little.
Do you guys follow Chris Corsini?
No. I follow him. He's not.
Is he the
He-
eccentric?
He's very eccentric.
Yes,
he
I think I've
does-
seen him on
He does the tarot.
TikTok.
He does the sign language.
tarot.
Oh, yes,
tarot
I've seen
reading
that on
every
TikTok.
month. He's so good though.
The thing is, I love a good tarot reading, but I find it hard to focus on with his.
Because he's doing
It's
sign
like
language
it's-
at the
it's
same
too
time.
It's too much
It's-
a visual,
It's too
audio
mental.
visual.
It's too mentally stimulating
Yeah,
for
fair,
me,
fair.
so I can't really like pay attention.
Yeah. No, but
But,
this is all very interesting.
It
So,
is really good.
Back, you're 50% Capricorn, 50 because when your Mercury and your Sun are the same. Anat told me this yesterday. That's why I know. When your Mercury and Sun are the same, then you're really a Libra. So your foundation, the other planets that are not, that are predominantly Capricorn, is your core, like how you process your emotions, how you digest things, but how people perceive you, how you behave. You're 100% Libra.
Wow. Love that. Guys, please download this app.
She
and
knows
get your-
Anat.
I'm going
She doesn't
to
even need to
straight
talk to me.
away.
She knows Anat very well. So send Anat your chart. She's going to give you
Oh
a
my God,
full
let's get
layout.
Anat's WhatsApp ASAP.
I'm gonna send her.
Yeah.
I'll download the app and send it.
Guy,
to her.
and I even told her, I'm like, you should open it like a TikTok channel, because like
She should.
I can't tell you the level of guidance I call her for. I'm like, hi. She's like, I'm in a serious meeting, Joelle. I'm like, I know, but like,
I need
But
to
like I need to know if
I'm
the
like,
energies are matching right
like,
now.
what's my chart saying? And by the way, like I take Mercury retrograde very seriously. Nothing should happen in Mercury retrograde.
Don't you feel like every time something's
You
wrong, you're
should-
like, is it Mercury in
No,
retrograde?
and
usually
not to
yes.
say that you manifest. I do believe if you overthink it. I try not to think it's Mercury retrograde. And I've had very seamless Mercury retrogrades, but I think just don't, if you see a conversation going in an argument, or if you could argue with your friend or your partner, try not to. Because in 3 days, you're going to feel different. Once Mercury is out of retrograde, you genuinely will feel
Fully
different.
true. I agree. And also I'm very
Choose your battles and
affected-
make sure they don't happen in Mercury retrograde.
I'm very affected by the moon. Very
Yeah,
affected
full moons
by
as
the
well
moon.
are very strong.
Because sometimes I'm like everything is just getting on my nerves, and then a couple of days later I'm like,
I don't care.
overreaction.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
when I was-
like, I mean, that's also PMS as well. Let's like play that into the role.
God.
When I was in Sri Lanka, there was a full blue moon, and everyone was like, "This moon is very," and like it was beautiful, but like you could tell. And maybe my detox was the first 3 days were hard on me because of this moon.
The intensity.
And then yesterday I saw Jade at the event we were in, and she was telling me, she's like, this full moon was really hard. I was like, tell me more. She's like, everything was so much more accentuated. It was emphasized, and I was like, yeah, I felt the same way. So yeah, she's right. Moons are also
Yeah, I know this from
key
one of my
moments.
friends who's also very into
Yeah.
the moon and spirituality and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Oh, I need to
yeah,
learn more about that.
You need to see what's up with the planets.
Do let me know in advance if you can when Mercury in retrograde is happening.
Sorry, I can't come to work.
We'll be
today.
calling
It's
my
very
boyfriend and
Guys,
being like,
I know-
taping.
But, like you might think we're crazy, but we wouldn't launch a pop-up when Mercury is retrograding.
stop.
I don't blame you.
Business decision.
No, it's
Joelle's
smart.
like, no, this is not going down because Mercury's in retrograde.
It's really smart.
Wow.
Because everyone's out of whack.
Everyone.
Well, I could talk to you guys forever about everything that we've spoken about. I think you guys are an endless book and we can just chat forever, but I'm so happy that you guys joined us today. Thank you
Thanks for
so
having us.
much.
Thank you for
for
having us.
So much
joining.
fun and super informative,
Oh,
to be
no.
honest.
Yeah, I
Joelle,
learned a lot. I'm
Thank
like,
you,
am I a
honestly,
Capricorn?
today.
I'm a Libra. I'm both. I think.
sharing all your secrets with us.
I just want you guys to be better informed so that you can make sure that you make the best decisions
Thank
going
you.
forward.
And noted on not doing anything during Mercury retrograde. I feel
Yeah.
like that's quite
Much
that's
appreciated.
quite a good
Same.
takeaway.
I'll WhatsApp you all the dates.
Please
Yeah,
do.
Thank you.
And send us
Yeah.
Anat's number and we'll
Yeah.
get the
She
horoscope
will
reading.
chart
reading.
She'll chart you
Chart
guys
reading.
up.
I love that. No, thank you guys so much. It's been lovely being with you guys. And to everyone listening and watching, if you enjoyed this episode, please like, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.